The world is full of beautiful, rich, and interesting destinations, but unfortunately, some of them aren't visitor-friendly due to high rates of crime. On the other hand, there are nations where crime is practically unheard of, supported by strong social safety nets, effective governance, and a culture of trust. Here are 10 countries with the highest crime rates and 10 with the lowest, according to the World Population Review. We'll start with the 10 countries that have the highest rates of crime. Number 1. Venezuela. At this point, Venezuela is practically a hermit kingdom, plagued by corruption and political instability, as well as inflation and economic stagnation. Venezuela has the highest crime rate in the world. Widespread poverty, virtually worthless currency, and shortages of basic goods have led to a surge in violent crime. Number 2. Papua New Guinea. Located in the South Pacific, sort of to the north of Australia, Papua New Guinea's high crime rate is tied to its widespread poverty and unemployment. What's more, the country suffers from weak law enforcement and a poor judicial system, which means that many crimes go unpunished or even unreported. Number 3. Afghanistan. Sorry to tell you, but you may have to cancel that anniversary trip to Kabul you had planned. Afghanistan has an exceptionally high crime rate as a result of ongoing political instability in the country and the collapse of law enforcement since the Taliban retook control. Number 4. Haiti. The history of Haiti is a long, sad story about the struggle for freedom and dignity. Unfortunately, Haiti has been plagued by political insecurity basically since its inception. In 2021, the country's president was assassinated. Since then, much of Haiti has been controlled by armed gangs who are responsible for a huge surge in violent crime. Number 5. South Africa. When Nelson Mandela walked to freedom and ushered in a new era for South Africa, you might have thought that the problems the country faced in the past would be left, well, in the past. Unfortunately, this hasn't been the case. South Africa's high crime rates harken back to the complex legacy of apartheid, which resulted in severe economic disparities within the country. A culture of violence and an under-resourced police force have exacerbated the problem. Number 6. Honduras. Honduras is a small Central American country with incredible natural beauty. Unfortunately, it also has an incredibly high crime rate, largely driven by street gangs that control significant portions of the cities. Honduras is a major drug trafficking hub, with rampant corruption within the government and justice system. Number 7. Trinidad and Tobago. Although it might otherwise be a welcoming Caribbean destination, unfortunately Trinidad and Tobago are suffering the same fate as countries like Honduras. Trinidad and Tobago is a major transfer point for illegal substances and also weapons. Because of this, powerful gangs have been able to establish control over large parts of the country, and law enforcement is notoriously corrupt. Number 8. Syria. Not only is Syria home to one of the most storied and ancient cities in the world, Damascus, it's also rich in other archaeological sites. However, Syria is currently in an extremely volatile situation following its years-long civil war. Despite the fact that civil war is over, violent clashes between rival groups are ongoing, and poverty is rampant, which has led to a spike in crime, while law and order have practically disintegrated. Number 9. Yemen. It's hard to have a well-run country when that country is constantly being bombed. Yemen is considered one of the world's most dangerous countries. It has faced not only bombing, but also on and off famines for years. The long-running conflict makes Yemen a chaotic place where violent crimes like human trafficking, kidnapping, and theft are basically unavoidable. Number 10. Jamaica. Although Jamaica is beautiful, famous for its clement weather and its coffee plantations, Jamaica has one of the highest homicide rates in the Western Hemisphere. Drug trafficking, poverty, and unemployment have made it an unfortunate hotbed for crime. Now that we've covered the countries with the highest crime rates, let's talk about the safest ones, according to data. Number 1. Iceland. Iceland is the safest country in the world thanks to its egalitarian social structure. The country has a low poverty and unemployment rate, hardly any corruption, and a softer approach to law enforcement. It also has a relatively low population, with fewer than 400,000 residents. Number 2. Austria. Austria has a strong social safety net, which prevents many of the problems that commonly lead to crime, such as poverty, unemployment, and instability. It also has a robust legal system with trusted law enforcement. Oh, and Alps. It definitely has Alps. Number 3. Ireland. People in Ireland enjoy a high quality of life and benefit from a strong social safety net. The economy is strong, and the culture is friendly and welcoming, making it one of the safest countries on Earth. Seriously, you'd be hard-pressed to find a country where people are friendlier than they are in Ireland. Number 4. New Zealand. New Zealand is known for its high social equality, which reduces problems like poverty and unemployment. The culture is laid back and friendly, and the country has incredibly strict firearm laws that help to reduce the level of violence. The low crime rate combined with the breathtaking natural beauty of these islands make New Zealand an ideal place to visit. Number 5. Singapore. Singapore has long been one of the most famous and important ports in the world. It's basically a city on an island. However, it's also known for its strict legal system, which works well to deter criminals. For example, it's illegal to spit chewing gum onto the street in Singapore. People in Singapore take littering and other social nuisance crimes seriously. Number 6. Switzerland. Switzerland's low crime rate is largely thanks to its effective and trusted law enforcement forces. It's also a politically stable country with a history of neutrality and peace. Also, chocolate. Number 7. Portugal. Portugal has a culture of non-violence, and the Portuguese place strong emphasis on tolerance and peace. On top of being an incredibly beautiful country with a great climate, the rate of violent crime in Portugal is much lower than in many other European countries. Number 8. Denmark. Like other Scandinavian countries, Denmark is highly egalitarian, with a comprehensive social system that protects people from falling through the cracks. As a result, it's among the safest countries in the world, and its houses are definitely among the most colorful. Number 9. Slovenia. Although Slovenia is a small country, it enjoys a very low crime rate thanks to the strong sense of community encouraged within Slovenian culture. It's also a politically stable country with practically zero corruption. And number 10. Malaysia. Malaysia has one of the lowest rates of violent crime of any country in the world, thanks to a legal system that takes a no-nonsense approach to certain offenses. It's also a relatively economically and politically stable country, making it an incredibly safe destination. That's all for this video. If you found this information useful, consider subscribing to RoughMaps for more. Thanks for watching.